Let there be light. Hey. Okay. We are at a critical point in this household, which means my husband doesn't have anything sweet to take for lunch. My hair's falling again. So I ran out of peanut butter, but I didn't think I'd ran out of peanut butter, but I'm out of peanut butter. So no baked cookies are not going to happen right now. So I've got to come up with something else that he will want to eat in place of something sweet. Getting creative here because I'm mostly making stuff from scratch right now. I have very little already made. But I think I can come up with something. So I'm going to get me a bowl. And I've got some granulated sugar, some cocoa, some cinnamon sugar, butter, powdered sugar. I'm going to need some water. I'm going to turn these into like a cocoa cinnamon roll. That's the thought process. It may not happen. That's the thought process. So I'm going to preheat my ovens. This should not take long. I've got a cutting board underneath me here so I can roll stuff out. And I'm going to start. Listen, if you're country, let me show you. Okay, hang on. Let me pull this up so you can. Let me show you how people in the country. Oh, okay, I'm hopping off my head. Let me show you how people in the country open their canned biscuits, because we don't like canned biscuits, number one. But you do them like this, and then you find the same, and then you whack them on your counter until they pop open. As Jerry Clower said, every morning in the suburbs sounds like a small war happening in the sticks. That's if you use these. So what I'm going to do is, and I don't have a rolling pin either. Apparently I live in the dark ages. I just always use something round when I need to roll something out. God gave me cups and glasses, so I figure it can't be a big deal. I am going to this time, today, use this water bottle. It washes pretty easy. I'm going to take these and I'm going to flatten them out. I want to flatten them out. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Roll them out, roll them out. And we're going to kind of make something that looks between a churro and a tortilla roll. Does that make sense? Probably not. It doesn't make sense, does it? Anyway, you just want to get them pretty oblongish if at all possible. Oblongish. Decently thin. Now, another option I could make is fried pies. You could push these out and fill them with apples or anything else and fry them. But I'm trying to not fry stuff so much because I fry enough dinner. I'm putting a bunch of cinnamon sugar in this bowl. And I'm going to put some butter in with it. Butter, 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 butter. Okay. I'm going to ask my trash can to work. And then I'm going to put some granulated sugar in on top of that. And then, just for giggles here, I'm going to put some cocoa powder in it just to give it a different taste than a straight-up cinnamon roll. So cocoa powder, sugar, cinnamon sugar, and butter into the microwave for just a couple of seconds. Just enough to get you butter soft. La-di-da-di-da. And let's see, what I'm going to put these on. I'm going to bake them on the pan. Bake them on the pan. I put this overshirt back on today. Trying to get my ear checked. My ear is inflamed again. I don't know what's doing it. I just don't think my body likes me at this point. And I'm just going to run with that story until I find out otherwise. Thank you. Get your mixture out. Sniff it and see if it smells balanced. I know that's what. You'll be able to smell everything if it's balanced. I can already tell you I need more cinnamon. If you can't smell the cinnamon, you don't have enough. But you should be able to smell everything else too. What are we having for dinner tonight? We're having chicken thigh quarters. Chicken leg quarters. and probably some those artisan mac and cheese. Oh, that's good. Now you can smell the cinnamon and the chocolate and everything else that's in with it. You want to get that little funky brush that everybody has, nobody knows what it's for? Okay, here we go. So you got this. You're gonna lay it out. They will kind of spring back, so keep stretching her out. Okay. While you got it flat, you want to dip your little brush in here, and you want to roll it all over your rolled out biscuit. Just get a nice little color on it and get it. I'm slapping it everywhere. Then you want to roll it up. Roll it up like a little chalupa. And you want to put it with it cracked down on the thing because I don't want it to unfold when I'm cooking it. Crack down, y'all. Crack down. That's funny. Don't forget, tomorrow is our interview with Sabrina Wallace. I'll be putting a community post up later. She's telling you the time that she chooses. Whoa, I have a shuttle here if I'm going to do manual labor. Second biscuit rolled out. Put your mixture on there. Slap it on. You're going to have to clean the mess up no matter what you do. So you might as well have fun with it. Slap it on there. I should have put on an apron. This is going to get bad. Roll it up. Rolling, rolling, rolling. If they start to stick, flour your board. Or run your finger underneath to cut them off the board. Run your fingernail underneath to cut them off the board. I'm going to have to flour, I do believe. There's number 2. He didn't roll as good. He's being a butthole. There we go. Number 2. Put it directly next to the next one. So they're going to push on each other as they grow in the oven. And you want to do this for all your biscuits. Which means I'll be back in a minute. I'm back in a minute. You get them all rolled out. Clean up your workspace because that chocolate will go everywhere. I'm sure I'll got it all over there. I don't know it yet. I'll find it eventually. My oven's starting to get nice and warm. That'll only take about 6 minutes max, maybe. Put your fake rolling pin in the sink. Wash your cook space. Once you get them all rolled up, this is what they're going to look like, okay? So you're going to have about this much of your mixture left over. Put your little wonky brush in the sink. You don't need to make a mess anymore. It's the biggest mess making thing. Okay. Now what you want to do is you want to pour powdered sugar in on this. How much? I don't know until it looks right. I'd say about a cup, 3/4 cup. Once you mix it down, you may say, oh crap, I need more. That's okay. Or you may need to add some water. That's okay. I'm going to use water and not milk. Because these may, oh dear, make a mess. These may have to stay out. So I don't want them to go bad when they're staying out. That's why I'm using stuff that can live outside. Plus it makes them travel better when the husband takes them to eat. So add water if you need to add water. Okay, my oven is now preheated. We're going to go ahead and stick them puppies in the oven. Set your timer. I'm going to go for 8 minutes at first because I want to keep a really good eye on these because I want them to be done, but I also want them to be easy to bite and chew. So I don't want them to get like super giant hard. Clean up your mess again. Does anybody else make a mess as easy as me? Is it just me? Oh, my sugar bag is fighting me. I made a mess. that over there. Dry your hands. Okay, I'm starting with 8 minutes just to make sure that they don't get super. Oh my God, I look like I'm being pinched in half because I've got this shirt on. I don't want them to get super hard and crunchy. Okay, so 8 minutes start and then watch them. Because what we want to do is we want to mix this really good while that's in there. And then what we're going to do is get this nice and thick. May have to add some more. And we're going to pour this over the top like an icing. That's the plan. I look like an emo cook today. I had to put on makeup because I had to go out in the world today. Is what it is. Okay, I'm going to thicken this up just a little bit. I'll be back in a minute. Me personally, I like to heat stuff back up in the oven. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my little tiny casserole dish. And when I pull them out, I'm going to stack them in here so I can pour the icing right over and put them in the fridge. Let them get cold, and then he can take them warm or cold, but all he's got to do is put one thing in the oven if he wants them warm. Somebody give me an award. And, of course, in the middle of all this, you want to empty your lotus water and put fresh in with them. As a public service announcement, don't smack them with a hammer. You'll obliterate them and then they won't germinate. My first ones, I smacked them too hard and they just fell apart. These, I just sanded the end off so that they can germinate. And they've only been in there like 2 days, maybe. It should take 2 to 5 more days for them to peek out and say hello. I'll keep you updated. We got 4 more minutes to go. I'm bored. I'm also trying to move because when we went to warm to cold, it makes my body lock up. And my physical therapist would love to see this. Rita, I'd still do it, okay? I'll be sore just from that tomorrow. My ear is still red. My eardrum looks fine, but my ear canal is red. I've got to take more medicine for allergic reactions because apparently I'm having a hard time with a wood stove this year. I've had wood heat my whole life. I don't know what's going on, but my body don't like me no more. It won't get better. I don't know. I don't have a clue what this is. What does it say? If I could read print that small, I'd... No. 2 minutes. They're looking yummy. They look like little chocolate burritos. Ooh. Countdown. 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 Ow, threw my back out, man. Oh. I'm not made to do that anymore. Just think, 20 years ago, I was still riding horses. Now I walk across the kitchen, throw my back out. I don't understand. Y'all want to get a sneak peek? I'm going to give you a sneak peek, and then I'm going to have to see if it needs more time. Looky there, the chocolate kind of infuses like little chocolate burritos. We need about 4 more minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4. I was heinously interrupted with my doctor appointment, and I was doing something I loved. I was crocheting cat butt coasters. And then I had to stop and do this. But you know, David needs a sweet. David needs a sweet. I need another trophy. Get on that, somebody. 4 minutes. Be back. Just had to show you. I know I wear clothes that are so baggy, but look, I actually have a natural waist now. I just wear really baggy clothes. Is what it is. Are you ready? Aren't they pretty? I mean, it twinkles out, but it infuses the inside with the chocolate. And so I'm going to let these completely cool.